Hello everybody and welcome to your next coding C++ made easy HD tutorial. So in the last tutorial we learned about the vector class, and now we're going to be learning about the stat class. Okay, so the vector and the stat class have a lot of similarities because they're both container classes, right? But the functions and the stuff that they do, to operate are a little bit different. And if you really understand the vectors, then stacks are going to be a piece of cake to you guys. So hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Hope you guys learn something from it. So in order to use a stack, we say include stack, much like we do include a vector or something. So just like we call a vector, we do std stack. We put the type in there and we name it whatever we want. So I'll just name it stack. Okay. So to add something to the stack, remember how in the vectors we did the vector name dot pushback. Well, for the stack, we just do stack dot push, and we can add in any integer value, push that back, so on and so forth. So let me just put in three things out here. Now let me do stdcout. Now before vectors, we could access it by saying like say an array value or something like that and display it. But if we look here, we get an error. It says no operator, and the brackets matches these operands. So it's basically trying to say that you cannot allocate a stack like that. The purpose and the biggest difference between a stack and a vector is that the only point of a stack is to get the highest thing within a stack. Okay, so let's look at okay, let's say you have some video games or whatever, right? And let's say we have, just let me look at my video games right now. So I have Call of Duty Black Ops, I have Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations, and I have NBA 2K13. So let's say I took all those three and I stacked them on top of each other. Okay, so if I wanted to if I look at it from a bird's eye view or whatever, the only game I could see right now is NBA 2K13. I wouldn't be able to see Ultimate Generations, or I wouldn't be able to see Black Ops 2 because I can only see what's on top of those video games that are stacked on top of each other. And that's essentially what is a stack is used for, right? So it's not used to get a particular element. It's used to put certain things in a stack, and then you're supposed to get the topmost stack, and when you're done with it, then you get rid of it, and so on and so forth. Now, a lot of you people might be saying, okay, what's the point of a stack? Why do I need to do this? It's stupid, blah, blah, blah. Vectors are more efficient. They can do the same thing as a stack, but they're more flexible. We get this, but say, for example, you have a game or whatever, and you have a battle system, okay? And the battle system is a turn-based battle system. Everybody's choosing their attacks and so on and so forth. What you could do is store who gets to attack first and so on and so forth in the stack. So when the first person attacks, then you would do their attack, then you will remove that from the stack, then you'll get the second person who's supposed to do their animation or whatever, they attack, and then after you remove them from the stack, and so on and so forth until there's nothing else in the stack. So basically you can use stacks for certain things where you need to do in sequential order or something, when you don't really need to take out a certain value within the stack, right? So just to show you, so we stored three values, right? So we pushed three values into it. So in order to get the topmost value, so the last value we put in, we call stack dot stack dot top, whatever the name is, and we say dot top. So basically it is, the kind of method is like first in, last out. So basically, since this was the first one to come in, if we want to take it out of the stack, this will be the last one to come out of the stack, or so on and so forth, whatever. So anyways, when we call stack.top, we're gonna get this value number 3 over here. So let's run this just to see if I'm lying or if I'm not lying. So in the console window, we get the number 3. Okay, so therefore, we got that utmost stack. So say we're done with this number and we want to get to this number over here. How do we do it? We call a function called pop. And we should know this from the vectors, but what pop does is that it takes off the value from the top of the stack and it removes it. So this becomes the topmost value. So we're going to call stack.pop and we're going to do this again. So we're going to call top, call end line, and then we should get the value 3, then we should get the value 2. And as we see, we get the values in that order. So stacks can be used to do like things like that. Like even if you want to do like a countdown, you could have like say a stack, you could have like a stack of 10 and then you could put in a for loop and display the value in there. Or if you had like a message that you want to display in a certain order and you had it in a stack, like say you want to display a certain message on certain line numbers, and each thing in the stack was a certain line number, then you could display that line number, remove it from the stack, then display the next line number, and so on and so forth. So to show you what I mean is that we could include the string class, and I don't know why it's so zoomed in. Okay, let me put okay, so I'm gonna include the string class and we're gonna make this a stack of strings. Okay, so I'm going to say put coding made easy, and I'll put hello. So what I will do is to show you something. So I'll put stack.top and then I'll put end line dot pop end line. We'll do stack.pop and then do this again. So as we see, we get hello and a new line, my name is, on a new line, coding made easy. So you can use the stack to do a lot of different things. The stack is like a variable. It's like it's like a dumbed down vector. So if you don't need all the things in a vector class and you only need to store it in a stack, then that's what the stack container class is used for. So I'm going to end the tutorial there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments, don't be afraid to comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, rate it, like it, thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. And if you don't forget to sign up on my website too, post in the forum or whatever. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and